Let me start with clarification. At lower secondary, we have a subject called, I think it's Art and Design. And at A level, it is Art and Design. This name changed way back in 2013 or 16. It has been Art and Design, much as we have been calling it Fine Art in a number of schools. But the name is Art and Design. Now, we have a subject like Performing Arts. Performing arts, creative arts, and others. So you find that this subject at lower secondary is combining music, creative arts, contemporary music, performance. All those are together in that one subject. But when learners come to A level, they are going to find a subject, music. But the way it is packaged is the deal breaker.
Thank you for joining us. This is Mto Online. As we promised you to give you every update concerning academics and education sector in Uganda, today in this video we are going to dive into what is or what was changed in the new aligned A-level curriculum. So many teachers, parents, students, and other stakeholders, they have been having so many questions about the changes that were made in the A-level aligned curriculum. And in this video, I assure you, by the end of it, kindly watch it up to the end, because by the end of it, you'll be able to know what was changed in the new aligned A-level curriculum. Because we'll find out that so many people are saying that nothing was changed. There are a lot of things that were changed. Just watch this video. I'm sure by the end of it you will know what was changed and how do you do it in any position you're in. You are on Mto Online. If you are new on this platform, kindly first subscribe to our channel, like the video, click in the bell button there so that you can get updates on whatever updates we upload on our platform as we proceed. First of all, we are looking at things that were changed in the new aligned A-level curriculum. The first thing that was changed, the type of questions. Usually in the old curriculum, they were assessing knowledge. But this new aligned A-level curriculum, they are more of competence of a student. And in that sense, questions will no longer come in papers for A-level students. They will be now scenario based, as they have been in the lower secondary. This was made basically aiming at assessing the competence of the learner. So whoever joined the senior 5 in 2025, expect scenario based questions where you can solve scenarios so that they can assess your competence and they produce out someone that can compete on the world market. That's the first thing that was changed. So those who have been saying that nothing was changed, so many things were changed. Another thing that was changed or introduced in this new A-level aligned curriculum, projects were introduced at the A-level. Recently, there were no projects at all. A student could just study and answer questions without any project running. But for now, they have introduced project work as it is at the lower secondary. So you guys who have been in the lower secondary, I know you know what projects means. So you're going to find projects at A-level also. That is the second thing that was introduced at A-level. Another thing is school-based assessments. School-based assessments were introduced. They were not there. Now, they are school-based assessments that are going to be carried out by schools. Another thing that was introduced is the activity of integration. All of these things, most of them, they were introduced in the lower secondary curriculum, and they are trying to upgrade them so that they move on slowly developing the curriculum. So expect activities of integration in A-level curriculum. Another thing, some people were saying that they have introduced in new subjects. I take this opportunity to tell you, no new subject has been introduced. There is no new subject that was introduced. Get it from Moto Online. As you know that it is the trusted source you can have. Only what we can say, PE was left out, or we can say is missing at A level. It is not there. And the reason as to why PE, which is called primary physical education, as to why it was not introduced as it is at lower secondary. Basically, PE had no textbooks at A level. And remember, in this new aligned A level curriculum, there is no new textbooks that were introduced. The old textbooks, they are the same textbooks that are going to be used. So, physical education would be hard to implement because there were no textbooks to use. That's why it was left out in this new aligned curriculum. Another question, some people were having a lot of questions on the number of papers to be done. I can take this opportunity to inform you, all my viewers and followers, the number of papers has not been communicated yet. It is still the work in progress. The Ncdc is still with UNEB trying to sort out the issue of the number of papers. For now, it is not out and it is not communicated. So get it from Moto Online that the number of papers have not been yet confirmed. So kindly like the video and subscribe if you are new on this platform. And another thing, share to your friends. Share this video so that everyone can know this information because it is crucial and few people have got a chance to listen to such information. So kindly share this video. There is a share button down there. Click in that share button, share to your friends, share in the group, share to your WhatsApp groups and the friends. Let me take this opportunity to give you what Mr. Gilbert Sima explained in his presentation he had on a Zoom meeting.
Thank you very much, Joseph. Now, about this alignment, we did not have the introduction of any new subject on the curriculum menu. Unfortunately, one of the subjects that has been affected is PE. The reason for not introducing a new subject was we are still using the same textbooks. And because PE has not been having textbooks at the A level, at the advanced level of secondary education, that's the reason it is missing on the curriculum menu for the aligned curriculum. Then I am seeing when are we getting the textbooks for A level? I have answered that question by saying you're using the textbooks that you have been using. How about the number of papers? I communicated that. Have you changed the type of questions? Yes. The type of questions, those which assess competencies, are scenario based. Like the scenarios you have had at lower secondary, scenarios are coming at upper secondary. But definitely the level of demand in the scenarios at upper secondary is higher than the level of demand you have had at lower secondary. Projects are there. If you're to develop the 21st century skills, you will not develop them without projects. If you're to develop the rigor that these students need to answer the questions in the assessment, you will not be able to achieve it without allowing the learners to go through projects. If you're going to teach, I wanted to get a subject that has been purely for sitting in the forward classroom up to the end. If you're going to teach like that, in the end, you find that your learners will lack the skills to attempt the assessment items that are being prepared right now. So it is good for the learners to get engaged, even get involved in projects. Number of papers, I've already talked about that. No one has that information now. This is work in progress. Still number of papers, I've talked about project. School-based assessment, yes, it will be there. Now, someone is saying, I have read the Christian religious education A-level syllabus and seen that divinity 3 papers have been merged to one. I think you're reading a wrong document, because the documents that we sent out do not have number of papers anywhere. But activity of integration is there. Please organize your students to have some activities of integration, because that's what will help them to apply what they have learned in a number of situations. It is what is going to give them the practice of the possible assessment items that are going given to come at end of cycle. So if you do not make provision for activities of integration, then it means that your learners will be required to integrate what they have learned for the first time in the end of cycle assessment, which can be detrimental.
Those are the words of Mr. Sima Gilbert when he was explaining about the new aligned A-level curriculum. I thank you for watching. You have been at Mto Online. Please kindly subscribe and don't forget to share to your friends. Let this information saturate so that everyone knows and they do the needful, and we help the learners as well as the teachers. Thank you for watching. Stay on Mto Online. We love you.